Call Alayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who taught us this truth, alright, and also rule well, alright. Shalom to the Akim, after spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, alright, as the scriptures tell us to do. Alright, shalom to the very few sisters that do listen to us as well. It's the brother Yahmai from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming to you with another lesson. I just got home, from the plantation, whatnot, and some things was on my mind. I was listening to the video from the brother Natazaki from the Chicago camp as well. The page is GMS Teach the Wise. If Big E ain't clipped that yet, but nevertheless, he was going into the beginning of martial law and how Esau is declaring all these unrighteous decrees to stop that search and seizure shit, detain you, alright, for hours, and it's not even considered an arrest. And just all this madness, man, because this elite wants everybody to be peons, and the brother said that in different words, and he wants everybody to be slaves, and it's all out warfare, and it's mainly on Jake. Because this is the great battle, between Esau and Jacob. Everybody else is just the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, those so-called Africans, which we are not, even though our people are scattered throughout that nation as well. We were taken from the west coast of that nation. We are through that nation, but nevertheless, the Chinese, the Moabites, all these other people are just extras, man. This is really about the bloodline of Esau and Jacob, man. And there's a constant warfare between the two, man. And right now, E is on top, man, but the Lord is pulling down that stronghold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and that's why I always speak when I speak of the brothers, the apostles and the elders on down to the brothers, like me, I say these are the men that's ushering in the kingdom of heaven, man, because that's what's happening, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has put the spirit on the prophets to usher in the kingdom of heaven, man, and Big E slipping, all right, and he losing his grip, and he's going mad. So what he has done, he's waging physical warfare on you. He's waging psychological warfare on you. He's waging spiritual warfare on you. All right. He's waging financial. Esau got something called economic castration, man, on Jake, where Israelite man in this society cannot produce, man. Whether it be because he's an immigrant, that's big with the Latin tribes, in this day damn land anyway. He don't have the proper documents, all right, or to be the Southern Kingdom tribes, you get a record. He put that record on you. You got all type of fucking loophole shit you gotta jump through, man, because of that economic castration, man. And then, he got this psychological warfare, man, when he got you with that Willie Lynch syndrome, looking at each other a certain way, thinking about each other a certain way, look at him in a certain way. He got that superiority complex. While you got that inferiority complex, man, you think that Esau is God, man. And you look at your brother like shit, man. And that's because he has waged that Willie Lynch psychological warfare on you, man. And you have Stockholm Syndrome, man. This man has pimped us up and hold us down in every single way possible. And the only way that we were able to come out these delusions, these many delusions, man, was through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to even actually know that we have an enemy. The first step to actually knowing that this is an attack on you is to learn who you are. When you learn who you are and when you learn who they are, all right, so these guys and these Muslims and all these other guys, they don't even know who they are, man. They don't even have the knowledge to actually pull this man down. And we ain't getting no guns and shit, because that's his blessing. He waged physical war on us. All right, and we declare spiritual war, man, because that's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has commanded us to do, and we're winning that battle, with no weapons pulled. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and verse 2. It says, "I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with that confidence wherein I think to be bold against some which think of us as if we walked according to the flesh." All right, we don't walk according to the flesh. All right, we walk by faith and not by sight. All right, it says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations. And all these imaginations, man, as far as Big E being God, us being the scum of the earth, you know, breaking the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, all these fucking, this social engineering and all this BS and this wickedness set up against us, you know, and the reputation of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and everything that he stands for, we're casting it down. It said, and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. All right, and that's what we're doing, man. You know, he got his guns out, he got his swords ready, but that's spiritual wickedness in high place, and our people don't even know what's going on. Our people think this book is for E, man. Our book think this people is for the people who face on the money. No, this book is for us, man. It's FUBU. All right, it's for us, by us, man. That's why we were murdered if we had found reading this book, man. But we were force-fed Christianity, and I'm going to keep saying that, man. It's going to be the best broken record you coons ever heard, because you need to fucking hear it, Ray. All right? So this man, basically, is waging war, man. He's waging biological warfare, psychological warfare, spiritual warfare, and all type of wickedness to eradicate us, man. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, I never let that happen, man. I'm going to get a couple precepts, man. And you know, I'm going to just shut this thing down, man. But you Israelites out of here, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and I say so-called because you're the Israelite from your prospective tribes, if that's the right word. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, this man has it out for you, man. And we're the only ones, like me and the brother Arala was talking about, and then me and the brother Benji actually harped on it a couple days later. And we always harp on it, man. We are the only ones that's really out here for our people, man, putting in work. But since we're not stomping with no fucking black leather boots, you know, screaming like goddamn monkeys, you know, doing a Million Man March, they can't see that, you know. That's all Jake sees, man, is carnality. And that's what Esau has taught him to think was power. That's not power. This is power, man. All right? This is, Salaki. Listen, this is Jeremiah 30:10. It says, "Therefore fear thou not my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of the nations whether I have scattered thee. I will not make a full end of thee. I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished." All right, so the Lord is going to correct us in measure, and that's why we're in this captivity, man. But he said, fear not, because Esau's not going to be just wiping us out, man, and just eradicating us and just bullying us and just holding us, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai said, the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said, man, that he's going to lift up his standard in the book of Isaiah, man. He said his covenant, matter of fact, it's the next chapter. It should be the next chapter. That was Jeremiah 30. Right. The Lord ain't going to make a full end of us, man. Even though these people have sought to do it, man, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not going to let this happen, man. All right? But they're waging this war on us, man. All type of war. Putting all type of shit in our food, our movies. Hiring these actors to do all this wickedness so our people can follow them, man. You know, putting that psychological warfare out there on us. But you ain't going to put it in us, man. Like you say in that song, Step in the Name of Love, 1,000 years from now, we'll be still putting it down, my baby. And you better fucking believe that, man. This is Jeremiah 31-34. "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, For they shall all know me, from the least of them even to the greatest, said Yahweh. For I will forgive them their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Because all Israelites are going to be in the kingdom, man. You know, the low-level ones, the high-level ones. That's why I said from the least of them even to the greatest is going to be a rank and file, man. That's why he said some to everlasting shame and contempt, man. You know, for that time that the Lord put that judgment on them. You know, then he said some to everlasting, life, man. Glory, we're going to have that power, that first round draft pick. But, get to the point. It says, thus saith Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon. Thus said the Lord, which gives the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, said Yahweh, the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation from before me forever. So the nation of Israel is on this planet, and the Lord is looking to save them, because we still see the sun, the moon, the stars, the sea, everything that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, his great creation that Esau can't mimic, man. We still see all these great things and these covenants that the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua made with his creation, man. The nation of Israel is on this earth waiting to be saved, man. He can't be eradicated, man. Like the brother Nazazaki was bringing out, man. You think we just eradicate us to take the blessing, man? That's not going to happen, man. What you're going to do is take away the undesirables. Now, nevertheless, some brothers could be martyrs, and die in his truth and be lifted up, or come down with the Lord, so, pursuant to the scriptures. But nevertheless, most of us are just going to make it. And I say us because I believe I'm part of the hopeful elect, man. But you can kill as many niggas as you want, Esau, or have many niggas as you want kill each other because you got them fucking brainwashed. With all this warfare, you ain't gonna make it still, man. You know what your last stop is, man. Hebrews 12 and 16, man. You sought for repentance and you couldn't find it, man. Revelations 13 and 9, man. That's the last stop. Thus said Yahweh, if the heaven above can be measured, if the foundations of the earth can be searched out from beneath, I will also cast off the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said Yahweh. And he didn't. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that the city shall be built to Yahweh, from the tower of Hanel to the gate of the corner, to the gate of the corner. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua and cut off the nation of Israel, from salvation, man. He had made an intercessor for our transgressions, We got Yahushua, and his helper. We got the Holy Spirit, man, the Holy Ghost, We have the Comforter, that bringing all things to remembrance to the elect, man. It says, it's in the Apocrypha, talk about how the bird returned to his nest, man. How wisdom returned to you if you was righteous, man. Revelation 22 and 11, man. You come back in your lifetimes, in your lots, man. The elect is who the elect is. The 2/3 are who the 2/3 are. The Edomites are who the Edomites are. And the Lord has all of us gathered. Like I said, the other nations, they just fucking extras, man. For this judgment, man. Even though all this wickedness was sought up against us, man, the Lord is going to break that shit, man. Let me get this real quick. And I'll end it with this, man. Because the point of this lesson is Esau got all these tricks out for you, man. The only thing that's saving us is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. His angels encamped it around us, man. Him lifted up that standard. Like the brother said in the lesson, we're going to need divine spiritual intervention, man. Because you can't go blow for blow with Esau. Well, not physically. Majority of Jacob beat the shit out of Edomite, but nevertheless, he's going for that sword, man. By way of rifle, sword, knife, gun, nuclear bomb. This man has mastered weaponry, man. You can't. He makes weapons, man. You niggas don't even have gun cards. You'll be a bozo to think you can just, man, Esau, mow your ass down. This is Isaiah 29 and 15. It said, woe to them to seek deep, to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark, And they say, who seeth us, who knoweth us. All right, and that's what they do, man, when they decree these unrighteous decrees, when they have these summit meetings. All right, when they have these actors, like the scriptures say, his words are smoother than butter, but in his heart with deceit. When they have these wicked councils with these actors, man, and these rappers, and have them portray this image, man, and set them up, and they done sold out their damn people, man, like they try to get the high priest to do in the book of Maccabees, talking about just make it look like you eating something unlawful. It don't gotta be unlawful, but as long as the people see you doing it. See, this is the same motherfucker we've been dealing with for thousands of years, man. We know, you should know his MO by now, man. All right. It says, verse 16, surely if the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work and say of him that made it, he have made me not, or shall the thing framed of him that say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? It is not yet very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest. But nevertheless, that was the point in 16. It says, the Lord made this man crooked. He made him to be the perfect devil, man. The Lord ain't gonna change his mind, man. He gonna turn this place right side up, and he gonna break him, and there's nothing he can do about it. He's the potter's clay. The Lord formed you, man, and he's getting rid of you. No matter what type of warfare you waged on Jake. But with that being said, call Halayim Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone of who will and taught us the truth, to the hopeful elect. Shalom.